We'll see if Margarito can follow up on his plan to start fast.
Oh yeah, take a look at the good movement here going side to side. And Margarito trying to set up one big one.
Again, the combination from Cotto.
Take a look at Cotto, double jab, and then the right hand gets through.
Cotto in the past had been accused of starting slowly. Cost him that Torres fight. Now Margarito's doing what he wants to do to unload. He does not want to be on the ropes, Cotto doesn't. But he has really been flashing some combinations. The double left hand over the top.
The quickness, and then he's out of the way. The good ducking here. Lands a hook.
It's round 2 scheduled for 12 as a lightning fast first round. Margarito's in the black, Cotto in the silver and blue.
Take the crowd out of it in a sense by moving and deflating the atmosphere a little bit. If you're Cotto,
he basically nullifies his reach and height advantage by leaning forward, ducking his head down, and trying to come in. And that's something that Cotto's using to his advantage with his speed and proficiency.
Cotto's getting hit a lot, but then he's got Cotto on the ropes. And you hear how the crowd's energized when Margarito goes to work.
Miguel Cotto sitting on the rope.
Good left hand from Cotto. Good counter from Cotto there. Now he just got right on the chin of Margarito, slight uppercut. Margarito can take a punch, folks. Can't emphasize that enough.
Question is, can Cotto go at this pace? The body work of Antonio Margarito in this second round has really slowed Cotto down. He's made him tuck his hands in a little bit, and that's been a very big difference.
Right, left, right, and then a big left for Cotto.
And Cotto being forced to back up.
And here Cotto goes to work with his back to the ropes, so we saw that excellent.
This has such a Leonard Hearns feel to it, both in style and how these guys are attacking.
Oh, there's not anything being held back. Cotto going to the body, then going back upstairs.
Whether Cotto gets the chance to get in and be the lead puncher, which at some point in this fight you suspect he'll try to do that. He's playing the countering role here.
Now he's turned it around on Margarito. Back to the center of the ring. You'll see this all night, as long as it lasts, for Margarito stalking, taking punches.
And this is what it looked like in that round, with Margarito coming in, but Cotto timing him well and landing, diffuse him.
Beautiful body work.
We got a clash there. We got a clash there, and Cotto looked at Kenny Bayless. I think he took a head right on the nose, guys, and the blood spurted out. Good left hand from Cotto.
Feeling that it was a telegraphed offense coming from Margarito. See the duck there and the counter. We may see more of that from Cotto. Really have established an excellent pace, and these guys have not been cheated on their punches, landing good quality shots.
Good combination of the chin inside from Cotto. And Margarito answers by just keeping coming forward, and he took another one at the end.
That Margarito is throwing at him. He's setting traps now.
It's excellent. But good uppercut right there for Cotto. He liked that.
Here is Cotto waiting on Margarito and then nailing him with the uppercut.
Cotto's defense is so solid.
What we had up till now was Cotto coming in, waiting on Margarito and firing. We're starting to see a few more times where these punches have more impact than they did earlier. Margarito answers there, gets a couple. You know, if a guy is one-dimensional and you keep studying it and you make moves against it, you try different things, you get bolder. And Cotto is getting bolder as Margarito comes to him and misses.
Misses wildly over the top.
You know, one of those things that everyone talks about is the reach advantage and height advantage. The one advantage the shorter fighter has is those uppercuts that come from down under.
But Cotto is stepping into more shots.
The big
and getting more into them.
The big difference here is that when Margarito lands on, and that's what Cotto's trying to use to his advantage, because Margarito's leaning in towards him and he's catching him flush.
Good round so far for Cotto. He's leaving nothing in the toolbox tonight, folks. He's got it all.
And if you're going to win the fight as a counterpuncher, you have to be extremely accurate which Cotto is, because you're getting fewer chances. These are some very big uppercuts.
But as we've mentioned many times, guys, Cotto's demeanor doesn't change before, during, or after. He just seems like he was born to do this.
And that's why he can fight this style. Stay calm and then land his punches. It's a hard thing to do. Human nature says the guy's coming at you, you either go straight back or you get away from him, but he's setting up shop inside.
Margarito, a guy who tends to get stronger as the fight progresses. But Miguel Cotto, when he gets in deep, he's got 2 knockouts in the 11th round against Zab Judah and Octay Ur.
Better round for Margarito this round. Whoa, look up the heads and then up the left hand. That hurt.
Well, Margarito is pressing.
Inside. Yep.
He's pressing Cotto in a different way so far. He's not coming straight at him. He's rushing him a little bit. There he did not, though, and paid for it.
The 5-punch combination by Miguel Cotto just keeps moving, sets his feet, and catches Margarito coming in.
He needs to take a drastic step to his right and force Cotto back a different direction.
3-punch combination to the head of Margarito. Now Cotto sits down the ropes and fires the uppercut.
And here is some exquisite Cotto work. The left hook, the right hand, straight left hand. Margarito, he needs to take a drastic step to his right and force Cotto back a different direction.
3-punch combination to the head of Margarito. Now Cotto sits down the ropes and fires the uppercut.
And by following him, he gets that.
You got a whole passel of troubles to deal with, like he just served up to Margarito right there.
Well, Cotto knows how to stay with the style. Countering is the way for him to go.
Cotto's naturally strong hand. That's been an effective weapon for him throughout his career.
And Cotto's basically doing all of this with his left hand because he keeps that right elbow tucked to the body, making sure that a kidney shot doesn't get in there.
Margarito did land a pretty good punch there. There's the counter and the speed. Wow.
On angles and not walking straight to Cotto, but when he did come in straight.
Miguel Cotto, a fighter in his prime.
Antonio Margarito not taking his foot off the gas. He's in there, and you've got to give him a lot of credit.
He's digging down. Yeah, he's digging down, trying to get some. That was a right hand over the top from.
He'll get the round, being that he pressed the pace. But if he gets shown up, then ring generalship goes to Cotto. And that's ring generalship right there.
Cotto stayed in the corner for a while, then punched his way out.
Oh, nice exchange.
Nice exchange. Oh, good left hand from Cotto on Margarito. Margarito's trying to make a statement in this round. Not where he needs to be.
Well, it's one thing if you can set up office there and toy with the guy, which he's done and worked well. But if Margarito makes the adjustment and starts coming in at angles, then Cotto must also change.
Margarito's really serious here. He just landed a good right hand. He's trying to turn this thing around to his direction.
Oh, he's been serious all along. It's just that he's faced an opponent who just wants to have none of it.
Oh, he just got countered hard.
Just can't stand there and be a target for Miguel Cotto.
Oh, he is doing good work with the uppercuts, even though
Cotto's in trouble. Cotto's in trouble.
And Margarito gets it going. This is the end of the waiting for Margarito section for Cotto because he gets nailed. The left hook coming across, and
those 3 uppercuts did some damage on Cotto, guys.
Yes, they did.
He's bent over and now he's not moving as spryly as he did earlier. Big 7th round for Antonio Margarito.
This is his chance, as Dave just said. We'll see what he can do with it. Cotto spitting blood. That nose has been a problem. Look out for the low blow. Kenny Bayless looking in. Absolutely, because he waited and he got caught. Cotto, survival mode. Blood streaming out of his nose. The Warrior boring in on him. 30 seconds, an eternity left for Cotto in this round.
A huge time, but he's coming back with punches. He's not just moving, and Margarito needs to seize the moment if he is to take the title away from Miguel
Good
Cotto.
combination upstairs to Cotto.
Doesn't have the answer now. Margarito's getting off first.
And now we take a look at the answer by Margarito, receiving 2 punches.
10 seconds left. One of the best rounds we've ever seen in boxing. And Cotto needs to survive here.
So he's got his right hand up there, and now Margarito can work over the top.
Margarito sprinting towards Cotto.
Nice uppercut.
But he has been in reaction mode all night.
He just got hit with a right-handed Cotto. He got hit with a left, too. This is Margarito's office. Then he just took a left from Cotto.
More Margarito in that last round. Cotto going into the corner. Margarito obliging. But he has been in reaction mode all night.
He just got hit with a right-handed Cotto. He got hit with a left, too. This is Margarito's office. Then he just took a left from Cotto.
Miguel Cotto dropping his hands for the first time in the fight.
He has been drilled with Margarito right on top of him.
Margarito, good combination for Cotto.
And there you see him not as spry on his movement, even though he's excellent on the counterpunch. Beautiful combination
Of before.
And the difference now in Cotto's movement is now he's moving to escape Margarito. Before he was moving to set him up coming in.
Margarito continues his magic in the 9th round, although that was a good
Key point so far, Dave, was one you made about the aggressive nature and how the judges look at it. Because Margarito hasn't been slowed one bit from what he's going to do.
Beautiful body work by Margarito here.
And when Cotto was doing well countering, he probably got those rounds on the cards.
Key point so far, Dave, was one you made about the aggressive nature and how the judges look at it. Because Margarito hasn't been slowed one bit from what he's going to do.
Beautiful body work by Margarito here.
And when Cotto was doing well countering, he probably got those rounds on the cards.
Margarito digging to the body. Beautiful shot there to the ribs. And Cotto's mouth completely open. And every time he gets a chance, he spits blood out of his mouth.
Now, you have to dominate your opponent to get the rounds when you're continually backing up. And he's not doing it now.
A little bit of swelling of the left eye by Margarito, but
Margarito switching. And has to catch him between tracks as he did there.
left hand.
But now, whereas before Cotto could sit and wait for opportunities, now he must move to set up opportunities. Well, Cotto is tired at the end of this round, doing some nice work when he moves.
And if you're going to be, especially if you're going to be a great or legendary fighter, this is where you find out.
He's hurt once again.
Yes, he's hurt badly right here. Try to stay awake.
Oh, the uppercut by Margarito nailed him too.
Cotto's wobbly.
And now here we take a look at when he hurt him. The body shot and then the barrage of punches. There's the left hook once again and the combination, but it's the left that really has done the most damage against Miguel Cotto.
This is the moment.
And every time he tries to dig down, and he is trying, Margarito steps it up a level.
And when he puts his butt on the second rope, that's when Margarito tees off.
Right, but most of the fighters I talked to, interestingly, Dave, coming in, thought Margarito would win the fight.
And here he comes again. That's the knockdown there after Cotto takes the knee. And he was an underdog against Cintron, too, in the rematch, and the boxing people were shaking their heads. And he was an underdog against Cintron, too, in the rematch, and the boxing people were shaking their heads.
Called that a knockdown because he was basically saying, I'm done, I'm done.
There, he may do it now.
He may do it now. Cotto's in big trouble. They're going to wave it off. His uncle had seen enough. Cotto's corner waves it off. The underdog prevails.